So hello everyone, my name's Alex. I've just come back from Modball and I'm going to tell you guys about this, my stupid police Rolls-Royce. Not too sure really where to start. First things first though, the car is absolutely filthy. So, this car itself has just been in the Modball UK series. So that was the rally which they had one from London to Edinburgh, then they had one from Edinburgh to Cardiff and Cardiff to London. This was in the final leg, which was Cardiff to London. And that leg itself went via Cafe in a Machine, which if no one's ever been to before is an amazing place. And yes, then on into central London. So the car itself is stinking, and you can tell that because these wheels are usually really bright chrome, and as you can see there is just loads of dirt, brake dust, grit and grime and everything, as well as that, like sort of all the lovely carpets, the wheel arches are full, stickers are minging, and yeah, the car in general is just a state. So why did we decide to do a police Rolls-Royce? Well, this Rolls-Royce is actually my car, so I absolutely love Rolls-Royces, have done for years, and you can always tell that this is my car because the number plate is Rolls-Al, because my name's Alex and this is my Rolls-Royce. Although I did have one guy before said to me, you know, being in Wales, he said, "Oh, I love private plates, don't tell me your name's Russell." Well, no mate, it's not, but you know, whatever. But then again, this is the only Rolls-Royce Wraith actually in Cardiff. There's none, they're very, very rare Rolls-Royces in general around in South Wales, but to me it's been my dream car, and yeah, one that I wanted to do. So the whole idea started is that we signed up for Modball. Yeah, so basically, right, so we signed up for Modball UK. I obviously saw some posts coming out from Modball, always wanted to do a rally, and so it just seemed like the perfect idea to do. And before this, I had a Audi R8, and you know, probably like loud, revvy machine, would have been brilliant for something like a supercar rally. However, given that we've got a Rolls-Royce that isn't very revvy, doesn't make any loud noises, I haven't got some stupid straight pipe exhaust on it or anything like that, it's a bit hard to be show-offy. So what we thought we'd do is that we would become the polite, in which case what we were going to do is that we do the car up like a sort of police theme, and then we would also have tickets and stuff like that to give people. So I'll show you now in the boot now our uniforms that we had. So yeah, so if we just open my boot, there is like all sorts of crap in here, mainly as you find on a rally, sort of like Modball stickers and boxes and all sorts. But yeah, so we had these police vests. Now these are actual proper police vests. I was able to buy on eBay, and of course I had PC Mills because I am Alex Mills, and we had microphones and we had whistles. And my favourite thing that we did though was that they had these CS spray canisters which came with these, but what I realised is what fits in perfectly is Travel Links Africa. So yeah, we sort of like put the travel things in and spraying people and everything. We also then made up these tickets. So I'm going to say I have to sort of just cover that one because it's a bit offensive. But yeah, so we made these tickets, which we were sort of issuing people. So we were sort of doing them for, you know, looks like you're speeding, loud revving, or being there's a bell and there's its end. So I'll let you figure that one out. And as a result then, you would have, we would like sort of like ticketing people. And then you would have, for example, like drinks. So we would like saying to people, right, that's it, you've been done for loud revving, that's 3 pints on your license. Ha, I know, we're just incredibly funny people, but there we go, that was it. So yeah, so what we did then is obviously we had the tickets and we were going around all the other mod ballers then, just giving them out tickets. So if anyone was revving, we were going like, right, that's it, you've been done, being done for revving and whatever. And then you owe us 3 drinks in the bar later, which was great. The reason why I've got such a probably hoarse voice and throat is that, yeah, let's just be fair, a lot of mod ballers paid their fines. A lot of you are probably wondering, is it actually legal? You know, can you, a member of the public, take a car, whether it be a Rolls-Royce, a Ford or whatever, and make it look like this? Well, the answer is yes, you can. So we went around all the legislation of all these cars. And funny enough, in the car, in the glove compartment, we kept a legal pack that was made by my solicitor, which sort of just highlighted all the laws around emergency service vehicles and all the rest of it to prove that it is legal. What's quite funny though is that when I actually came home, the police were actually waiting at my house. So basically, someone down in Cardiff or down in Leckwith is where I understand it was, which is round the corner. Bearing in mind now, this car has been to London, to Cafe the Machine, all across the UK, done 450 miles. It's someone on your doorstep who reports it. That's just Wales for you. So basically what happened is someone reported to police, and they sort of like just called up and was like, oh, there's someone riding around in a Rolls-Royce and it all says police on it. So after the rally, when I came home, there was policemen actually waiting at my house. So they came to have a look at it and see the car, and they actually said, yep, it's totally legal, there's nothing wrong with it. And they've actually asked me to do an emergency services show. But anyway, let me just talk around different design parts, and I'll tell you why they're actually legal. So the reason it's all legal is, I'll go through each one of the points. Number one, it doesn't say police, it says polite. Now, I know that's a bit like sort of weird. It's a bit close to the bone, but if you are in the UK, you've probably seen before a lot of horse riders and motorcyclists, and they all have high-vis that says polite on it. Now, their intention is obviously so that as a snap second, people will look at it and think it's the police and slow down because they don't want to get knocked off their bike or their horse is knocked off or whatever. And so that was the sort of idea that we had. So the fact that it says polite is totally legal. It's allowed to say polite. There's nothing wrong with that. There was a case in the British law, and the judge ruled that, yep, polite is not illegal. You're not impersonating the police or anything like that. Secondly, the badge. So this badge here was a custom design that we had made. I say we. I was with my friend Chris. He came with me. So yes, I'll probably keep referring to this as we, because he's helped out massively with this project. You know, me and him actually wrapped the whole car ourselves, so not too shabby. But anyway, the badge itself, of course, isn't illegal. The reason is it's not a badge of a county or crest. So it's not like, for example, the South Wales County badge, which police cars actually have, so you can't get done there. The website at the back, so you'll see a lot of police cars have this website address. This website address here is ptsd999.org.uk. Now, they're an emergency services charity, which is for post-traumatic stress disorder for emergency service personnel. My company works a lot with the police, so that was the reason why we did this, to raise money for them. And, you know, it went well, actually. We raised a couple of £100, which was great. The third point about this design of why it's legal is the Battenberg. So this is common in the UK on UK emergency service vehicles. So the police is obviously sort of blue and high-vis yellow, it would be. Ambulances are green and high-vis yellow, and the fire department are red and high-vis yellow. But this is not high-vis yellow, nor is this reflective. If this part here was reflective, the car would be totally illegal, it wouldn't be allowed on the road. But because it's not illegal, it's a matte sort of vinyl. So if I just go close here, you wouldn't be able to probably tell unless it was nighttime, but this is a matte vinyl, as is this one. So you can probably see a bit better with that one. You can't see any reflections. This has obviously got a little bit of gloss to it, but this has got no reflection. So because it's not matte, i.e. if you shine a torch on it, nothing happens, then it's totally legal. If it did have that, it would not be allowed on the road. But what about these lights? Now, these are actual blue flashing LEDs. So if I just go in the car, open, is it open? Hey, it's open, there we go. Right, let's chuck my keys there. By the way, excuse the mess. This is what happens with a Modball car. You sort of like just get full of chewing gums, chargers, parking tickets. There was bloody energy drink spilt on my carpet there, so it's got to be cleaned. Yeah, so nightmare. So they're all hooked up to here. So if I click that, red light's on, and come out, see, it's an actual blue flashing LED light, which, as I said, when you go away from the car, just makes it look absolutely ridiculous. Now, this here is the only illegal part, but it's only illegal when it's on the road. So here on a driveway, absolutely fine. Even here, because this is sort of like, it's privately owned land, it's not owned by the council. But if that blue light goes on the main road, so if that light gets turned on, you can lose your license for like 2 years, 6 months, whatever. It's like highly illegal to have that on the main road. And if you did, it's then like you get in trouble for like impersonating an emergency vehicle and all the rest of it. But only emergency vehicles are allowed these lights. Because we obviously drove around without the lights on. We owned, you know, it was obviously perfectly legal as well. We only ever put the lights on when we were sort of in the parade, so that would be on closed roads or on private land, and obviously doing that then is fine. The one benefit though, which I will say about this car is that if you go in the outside lane and this comes up behind you, you just move out the way. So the nice thing about it is that people do actually move out the way. So there is some benefit, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time. So as I said, we put on all the stickers ourselves. Now you can tell this because the bottom half of this 9 flew off somewhere on the M4. So as we were driving around, I think we were chased by a McLaren, and yeah, apparently this flew off. And Guion, who's the McLaren owner, said, yes, it's quite scary just having something fly off the car and approach you, because these lights you see are only held on by magnets, and everyone was sort of thinking, are they going to fall off? Are they not? But they didn't. They didn't. They were absolutely perfectly fine, and yeah, it was amazing. The sadness is, though, this is the last day the car's going to look like this. So I'm actually currently off to a wedding in Rhodes, which is like Greece, for a few days. And the car itself is going away. It's going to be stripped, it's going to be cleaned, and I will no longer be driving around in a police-themed Rolls-Royce, which is actually really, really sad. The car itself, everywhere I've gone, has had amazing reactions. Like, we've had people coming up to us for photos. Outside Harrods in London was absolute, like, a shutdown with people with cameras and everything. They loved it. And we bumped into every single emergency service, whether it be paramedics, fire services, or the police, and they've all absolutely loved the car. You know, they really like the fact that it's a Rolls-Royce police car, which is just, you know, mad in itself. But yeah, I bumped into so many people, and they've all said to me, oh, why don't you keep it like a police car? But yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. You know, we did it for the rally. The rally's now over, sadly, although we do have some brilliant ideas next year. So I'm in the current process of either buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Haven't decided on that yet, which is going to sit alongside this. And yeah, we might do something next year with the 2 cars. We might just do one. We haven't quite decided yet, but, you know, like and subscribe, follow this video, and, you know, I'll be posting up more videos as and when that stuff happens. Oh, by the way, I'll also do another video about this car itself, the spec, how I bought it, how I came to be able to buy a Rolls-Royce. And yeah, as I said, you know, like, subscribe, thumbs up, and yeah, see you guys soon. Bye. We'll be right back.